Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I've put together a little video here of over 100 tips to help get beginners started in Sniper Elite 4. So without further ado, let's just jump straight in. On Cadet difficulty, there is no wind or bullet drop. The bullet will go exactly where your crosshair is aiming. On Marksman difficulty, there is no wind, but there is bullet drop. The further away you are from your target, the higher above the target you must aim. Sniper Elite difficulty adds wind as well as bullet drop. Over long distances your bullet will be blown in the direction the wind is travelling, so you must aim slightly into the wind to compensate. If you want to disable the aim assist diamond, which tells you exactly where the bullet will go, but you don't want to take on the more authentic difficulties, then you're able to go into the options to disable it, which I very much recommend. In Sniper Elite 4 you are able to zero your scope. What this means is if your target is 100 meters away and you zero your scope to 100 meters, then you may aim dead center on your reticle and you will not need to compensate for bullet drop. Same applies if your target is 200 meters away and you zero your scope to 200 meters. This can be done all the way up to 500 meters and is especially useful when playing without the aim assist diamond. You are able to shoulder aim with the sniper rifle by half holding the left trigger or holding left control on the keyboard. Whilst aiming, you can also swap shoulder by clicking the right analog stick or the middle mouse button. When using a machine gun, the accuracy isn't great, so it's best used in close combat. It's also more accurate if you burst fire instead of full auto. Use the well rod to take out enemies silently. Or you can use suppressed ammo. On the authentic difficulties, the silenced weapons make much more noise. If you fired loudly from the same place multiple times, then the enemy will eventually pinpoint your location. It's best to take a shot, move to a different location, then take another shot, then move again, and so on. This is called relocating, and will make it very difficult for the enemy to locate you. Don't forget that it takes time for the bullet to reach its target, especially at longer ranges. So if shooting at a moving target, be sure to aim a little in front of it. This is called leading the target. This icon at the top of the screen is the sound mask icon. Firing your gun while this icon is on the screen will hide the noise of your shot. Sound masks include planes flying over, boats patrolling the shore, even vehicles exploding. But it's generators that will be your main source of sound masking. Go up to one and kick it to start a sound mask. Generators can also be shot with a pistol to initiate sound masking. Using a rifle on a generator will simply cause it to explode and will no longer provide sound masking. Nearby soldiers that hear the generator backfiring will come to investigate it. You can also rig generators to explode. A nearby soldier will notice the generator isn't working, and upon investigation it will explode. Sound masking is also very useful for masking your footsteps. Look out for these yellow planks of wood. They can be climbed. Also look out for chains and pipes, many of which can also be climbed. You can melee whilst hanging from a ledge. You can drop from ledge to ledge whilst hanging. Dropping from too far of a height will make noise. Use your binoculars to tag enemies. This will highlight them for the remainder of the mission and help you to keep track of their whereabouts. Binoculars will also tell you the distance to your target. They will also show you what equipment the enemy is holding. Whilst using binoculars, they will highlight explosives and weak spots on vehicles. They will also highlight any potential environmental kill opportunities. The white circle around your player on the minimap is how far soldiers can see you from. Soldiers with line of sight inside this circle will spot you. This is not the same for vehicles and snipers, they can spot you from further away. Enemies will see you from the furthest distance away if you are standing. The closer you are to the ground, the harder you are to spot. You are even harder to spot if you are in the shade. You are completely invisible if you are hiding in a bush, unless the enemy walks right up next to you. On nighttime missions, lights can be shot out, helping you to stay hidden. You can even throw rocks to destroy lights. Search all dead bodies for supplies.
This will come in very useful.
This hand icon indicates that this body has not yet been searched. Binoculars will tell you if any enemies are holding any collectibles. Collectibles can be found on dead bodies as well as around the world. Hide bodies so you don't alert other enemies. They can be hidden in bushes, thrown off cliffs, or just dumped anywhere you think no one will find them. Or you can just booby trap the body by placing a mine on it. Use rocks to distract the enemies.
Etwas hat ein Geräusch gemacht.
Or use the whistle to attract enemies.
Ein Geräusch.
Melee from a bush for a stealth takedown. You can also melee from around a corner. You have an unlimited supply of rocks. Use the whistle or rocks to lure enemies into traps.
Questo è un vero capolavoro. Che colori! Davvero magnifico.
Unlike Sniper Elite 3, you can now melee enemies from the front on all difficulties. Enemies will never hear you if you are moving whilst crouched or prone. You can now run whilst crouched. Unlike normal crouch movement, if you are crouched running, you can be heard. Whilst crouch running, you are just as likely to get spotted as if you were crouched moving slowly. Notice how the white circle on the minimap does not change. This yellow arrow means the enemy kinda sees you and are now suspicious. When the arrow turns fully red, it means you have been identified and will now be attacked. When the minimap turns red, it means your cover has been blown and the enemy are attacking you. This ghost shows you the location where the enemy last saw you. It is also marked on the minimap as a red triangle. When the minimap turns yellow, it means the enemy are alerted and looking for you. Enemies around the map are divided into groups. If a group of enemies contains an officer, killing him will result in the rest of the troops becoming less organised, so killing the officer first is always a good option. Take care whilst stealth killing any enemies whilst the group is yellow, because they will come searching for any missing soldiers. A stealth kill will still alert any enemies if they see it happen. This blue bar is your heart rate. When full, it means your heart is pounding. When empty, it means your heart is at resting pace. What this also means is that when your heart is pounding, you will not be able to hold your breath for as long when taking shots. It also slightly increases scope sway, making shots more difficult. Also, you will not be able to hold your breath if your heart rate is over 110 beats per minute. When running normally, your heart rate will not go above 90 beats per minute. When sprinting or crouch running, it will eventually max out. If you place a trap and decide you want to move it, you can pick it back up again.
This could be handy.
You can disarm enemy traps and add them to your inventory.
This could be handy.
Use traps to cover your flank. Place a TNT next to one of your traps to create an even bigger explosion.
One less threat for the partisans to worry about.
Most items have a secondary function. Medikits and bandages can be used to lower your heart rate. TNT can be turned into a timed explosive. Telemines have the option of a double press before detonation.
Damn boat's going to make an approach via the beach tricky.
Grenades can be turned into sticky grenades. And S-mines and trip mines have an option to add a delay to the detonation. When tagging enemies, you may come across a spotter enemy type. When alerted to your position, they will use a flare gun to call in an artillery strike on your location. If you kill him and search his body, you can pick up the flare gun and use it against them. You have the option of targeting a single area or a wider distributed strike. This glint will give away the position of an enemy sniper. The sniper will be able to shoot you from long distances as long as he has clear line of sight, even at night. These are radio towers, and they indicate the presence of a nearby radio man. Radio men, when alerted, will call for backup, and after a short while reinforcements will arrive. It's a good idea to take out any radio men first. Be on the lookout for these big green crates. They can be searched for supplies.
This will come in very useful.
Be sure to explore the world thoroughly. There are plenty of goodies to be found and alternate routes to take. Some missions have multiple extraction points. Sniper rounds will penetrate certain surfaces. You can kill multiple enemies with one bullet. If things are getting a little out of hand, there's no shame in running away and waiting for the all clear. Shoot explosives to kill groups of enemies. Suppressed rifle ammo requires more compensation for wind and bullet drop. Don't feel as though you have to kill everybody. You don't. You can shoot any grenades you see the enemy carrying. If an officer is carrying a duty roster, killing him and collecting it will reveal other enemies on the map. This icon indicates that you can put a satchel charge down. They do not show up in your inventory and you have an unlimited supply. When a satchel charge has been placed, you can shoot it to detonate it, or hold the action button to light a short fuse. When looking at rifle stats, muzzle velocity means the speed that the bullet travels. Higher muzzle velocity requires less compensation for wind and bullet drop. Don't forget to make good use of the shooting range if you want to practice your sniping. You can also practice with other weapons in the shooting range.
But maybe I should get some practice in. Okay, let's do this. Go. Got it.
After completing a mission for the first time, you will unlock 5 challenges for each. As you level up, you will unlock tokens to purchase new items for your loadout. Be sure to edit your loadout to best suit your style. Single player and multiplayer share the same loadout. Anything you unlock for your loadout during single player can be used in multiplayer. Every weapon has its own set of challenges. Complete these challenges to improve the weapon's performance. The game allows you to save as often as you like, wherever you like. So make good use of this and save often. Every 5 levels you level up to level 30, will allow you to choose a special perk from the skill tree. You can also swap out perks for other perks as much as you like. Patience is key. Use your binoculars, learn the enemy patrol routes, and then plan your approach. There's no need to rush. This game has some great stealth mechanics. Stay hidden, stay quiet, and stay alive. So there you have it. Over 100 tips for the complete beginner to help get you started in Sniper Elite 4. I hope this video has been helpful. If anyone has any other tips that I didn't mention that you think beginners will find helpful, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, if you have anything that you need help with, or if there's anything about the game you don't understand, feel free to leave any questions in the comment section and I will try my best to help you out. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button if you like this video, it really does help my little channel to grow. This is a dedicated Sniper Elite channel, so hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date on all things Sniper Elite, and I will see you guys in the next video.